Hello and welcome to another video on Scholar Ultra courses. This video will cover learning modules, which is a different way of organizing your course. These have existed on original courses as well, but they weren't quite as user-friendly, so we're going to take a look at how they work in Ultra. So why would you want to use learning modules? The big one is that it is designed to help your students when you have things that should be looked at in sequence. Students are actually able to page through your learning module without going back out to the main content page to go between items. Another thing is that it provides the students with a completion progress bar, so they'll see they did one of the 5 items in there, and then 2 and 3 and so on. Another thing you can do is you can kind of spruce up your course with images for each learning module. All right, let's take a look at how they work. So now we're going to create a learning module. One thing that I do want to note is that you cannot create a learning module inside a folder or inside another learning module. It has to go on that first level of course content for you. And to create a learning module, all we're going to do is click the plus sign, go to create, and you'll see we have the option for a learning module. I click that, I get my learning modules peek panel, and I've got to give it a name. I can choose whether it's hidden from students or visible to students. We'll make that visible so that we can demo it later. You can add in a description. That description will display to students before they click on the learning module, so it's good if you want to give students a little bit of a preview of what's in there. The next thing we have is advance in sequence. So what this does is if you click forced sequence, it makes the students have to view the items in the learning module in order. Otherwise, they can expand the learning module and click somewhere in the middle and then page back and forth as it goes. We'll leave forced sequence off for our demo. And last, you can add an image for the learning module. So we can click on this here. We can upload a file. You can also drag and drop into this, but the way I have my screen set up, not really suitable for that. I'm going to hit upload file and grab a picture. Rocky in there. You can also adjust the picture for the learning module, zoom in and out with the handle here. And if you've zoomed in and out, you can pan back and forth with clicking and dragging there. Hit save. So we can give some alternate text here. This is important if the image as part of the learning module has any meaning. If the student would get anything from it, you need to add alt text here. So we're going to do that. Now we've got that done. We can click Save. And you'll notice our learning module has been created. Now we can add stuff to the learning module just like we would add to a folder. So I've taken a few minutes and added some content to my learning module. Let's see what it looks like to our students now. Go up to Student Preview and start it. And when the students look at their course content, they will see the picture and the name and any descriptive text you've put in, and they see that they've not yet started the learning module. They can click on it and it'll expand, and then they can click on the items in it. And you'll notice once I do that, I can actually, as a student, page through the content that I've created. Now, if you have it set to be in sequence, then the students will actually have to do the things in order. Since I don't have that set that way, I can just kind of arbitrarily click and page through. And the student then sees their progress on this little bar on the bottom. So that's all there is to it. Stay tuned for more Ultra tips, and if you need help in the meantime, you can get help at the information you see here on the screen, and I will also make sure that these links are available in the description. Thanks for watching.